So we introduced function notation today, which is really just a new way of writing things you're already a little familiar with. We're going to continue our work with function notation in this video, and we're just simply going to say, I can use function notation. We're going to review what we did in class, and then we're going to sort of work backwards with function notation. So here's an equation, y equals 2x minus 8. I want you to pause the video, and I want you to see if you remember how to write that using function notation. All right, is that what yours looks like? And remember that we read that as f of x. F typically stands for function. That is a function of x. Now, let's also review what we did with the replacing today and simplifying. Look at number 1. F of x equals x plus 7, and they want us to find f of 5. When they tell us that, when they ask us for that, what have they given us? They have given us x. They have replaced x with 5. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to write a 5. So f of 5 is 5 plus 7 instead of x plus 7, and f of 5 is 12. So you pause the video and you find f of negative 1 and f of negative 3. Okay, you check your work, you check my work. I got f of negative 1 is 6, and I got f of negative 3 is 4. Now let's look at number 2. H of x, you will often see f, g, and h. Those are very common letters for functions. H of x equals 2/3 x minus 1. They want us to find h of negative 3. Now this has a fraction in it. Don't let that freak you out. All we're going to do is we're going to substitute 2/3 times negative 3. Since I'm doing a fraction times a whole number, I'm going to put it over 1 minus 1. My 3's cancel. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. So I get h of 3 equals negative 3. Now, I want you to find h of 0 and h of 9. You might want to move this and do it down here somewhere because there's really not enough room to do it out beside here. So, pause the video, work these two problems, turn them back on, and check. Okay, I got h of 0 was negative 1. I got h of 9 was 5. So you check my work, make sure I did my arithmetic correctly. Remember, we are finding points, okay? So up here, when we found f of 5 is 12, we found the order pair 5, 12. Down here, when we found f of 3 equals 4, we found the ordered pair 3, 4. This is all points. This is all could be graphed. This is stuff we are familiar with. All right, now let's go backwards. Oh, let's not go backwards yet. I'm sorry. Let's do this on a graph. Okay? They gave us a graph here, and they'll often call a graph f of x. That's the graph of the function. And they want us to find various values. Okay? We don't have an equation here. We have a graph. So A tells us to find f of negative 4. So what have they told me there? They've told me that x is negative 4, right? That's what they're telling me there. So they want the function value when x is negative 4. So you're going to look at the x-axis. You're going to go over to negative 4. What is the function value at negative 4? Well, it is right there. It is the point negative 4, 2. So f of negative 4 equals 2. Okay? Now, the next one they say to find f of 0. Well, they're telling me there that x is 0. When x is 0, what is y? What is the function value? The function value is 0. So f of 0 is 0. So remember, this is the point negative 4, 2. This is the point 0, 0. Okay? You find, from the graph, you find f of 2 and f of 5. I got f of 2 is negative 2 because the point 2, negative 2 is on the graph, and I got f of 5 is negative 1 because the point 5, negative 1 is on the graph. Okay? Now, these next two are what reverse. It says, sorry, I'm getting choked. Part E says, find the value of x when f of x is 4. So what have they given me there? Have they given me x or have they given me the y value? They've given me the y value, and they want us to find the x value. So where is the y value 4? Where is the value of the function 4? Well, the value of the function, the y value is 4 there. What is x at that point? X is negative 2, right? So the value of x, when f of x equals 4, when the value of the function is 4, which is right here, x is negative 2. Now, look at f. We'll find the value of x when f of x equals negative 1. So look at the graph. Where does the function equal negative 1? What's the x value? Do you see that it's 5? Okay, when the y value is negative 1, which is right here, the x value is 5. There's actually another value, isn't there? There's actually one right here, and I missed that when I was making the notes. So there's actually two values, but I picked the one that was easy to find, okay? All right, now let's look at this using an equation. Okay, this time they give us the equation. The function is f of x equals 4x plus 3. And they want us to find the value of x when f of x equals negative 21. So notice here they've given us the function value. They didn't give us x, they gave us f of x. So all we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to substitute. F of x is negative 21. They didn't give us x, they gave us f of x. We're going to set that equal to 4x plus 3, and we're going to solve. This is two-step equation stuff. You became pros at this last year. So you're going to subtract 3 from both sides, and you're going to get 4x equals negative 24. Okay? Now, I'm going to bring this over here because I've run out of room. I didn't leave myself enough room. And now we're going to divide both sides by 4, and x is negative 6. So make sure you're showing me your steps there. Show me how you got your answer. All right, let's look at the next one. For the function f of x equals 2x minus 10, find the value of x when f of x is 6. Notice they gave me the function value that we don't know what x is. So the function value is 6. So we're going to say 6 equals 2x minus 10. We're going to solve this two-step equation. We're going to add 10 to both sides. We get 2x is 16. I'm going to bring it over here because I didn't leave enough room. And divide both sides by 2, and x is 8. All right? You pause the video, you find the next two answers, and then turn the video back on and check your work. I got 5 for both of those. Totally did not intend for that to happen, but that's what I got. Check your work. If you have any questions, write them down, and we will look at these tomorrow. Don't forget to submit these notes to Google Classroom.